You're right there, Fred. So final quarter actions now started here at Victoria Park. In the ruck, Reese tapped the ball down, went straight on. Now he kicks the ball off the ground. Van Ingen coming the other way. He does also, kicks the ball off the ground, goes in towards the half-forward line, picked up there by Swain. Swain has Hutchison over the top. He can't take the ball or clear the ball, and now he's been pinged for... You're right there, Fred. Thank you. And the ball now goes in forward. Goes out towards Matheson and also Eddie. Coming back and reading the ball is Taylor Reynolds. Reynolds gets the ball back towards Pittman. Pittman now steady, steps back up and goes towards Reese. Doesn't let him down. Plays on quickly, goes over the top. Long kick back towards centre wing. Harvey and Watts. Just be a race of racehorses. Troy coming the other way. Has the ball. Could have been the first handball. Decides to go back towards Swenison. That's his second option. Nice kick in towards the centre half forward position. Mark's not taken there by Kingwell. Kingwell tries to get the ball off the ground. Dylan now has it. His ball comes out in the tackle. Goes towards Van Ingen. The 1-2. Baker back towards Van Ingen. He goes out wide looking for Dando. He's been good today, either in defence or up in attack. So Ross Dando now decides to transfer play back inside. Goes looking for Giles. Nice kick. Finds that player. Still outside 50. Nick's kick important. Goes looking for him and trying to find Eddie over the top. Mark not taken. Back of the pack. Picked up by Tyquin. Handballs out. Goes towards Hutchison. Can't get a clean pick up. Now it's with Hutchison still trying to feed the ball along the ground. Still working hard. Picked up by Tyquin. Fed the ball out. Fletcher's going to be the first to arrive. Spins out of trouble. Good tackle there by Eddie. Gets the ball up. Cockrell needs to have support. He drops the ball. Umpire still calling play on. At ground level. Ball comes out to Giles. Handball. Not too sure whether it was or not. Goes to Hutchison. Quick kick round the corner and Aaron Eddie takes the mark.
Well, got to be lucky, don't you?
Umpire missed a few in that little passage of play, I would think, but they fortunate the brave. And some good hard work both sides. 10 metres out from goal. And for a notable full forward, it shouldn't cause too much concern. So he's going to shoot from 25 at maximum. Bit worse than 45 degrees. Comes in. Steady approach on goal. Usually a nice kick. Lays back too far and has put it through for a minus score.
So goal is going to be absolutely vital in this quarter.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that if Bannockburn get the first one, it pretty much kills them off, I think.
So Reynolds now kicks the ball in. The lead has come from Weiss out wide to half-back flank. Ball, Dando lost it completely. The ball at the back of the pack. It's forced toward the boundary line. Now the quick kick back for Bannockburn. The ball is in the forward pocket, picked up by Harding. Handball back into traffic. Terrific work. The ball comes to Tyquin. He runs into the open goal. Didn't quite know what to do with it and has kicked behind. So second behind of the quarter to the Bannockburn side, 12-84. They lead North Geelong 9-5-59. Smiths, Holden, Blood, Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard. 3.5 minutes gone, and they're just peppering the goals at the moment. The Bannockburn side. Oh, gee, Mark dropped there by Heath. Comes to Swenison. He's well, the ball is in dispute. Half forward flank. Swenison to Fletcher by hand. Now there's a whistle on play. The umpire knows who it's going to, but I'm not too sure whether the players do. I think it was Swenison got the free kick eventually for North, and the quick kick has gone to half-back flank. Now, kick back towards the middle of the ground. Ross Dillon, name written all over it. Mark, free kick, whatever you like. And Dillon for Bannockburn has taken a mark. Called to play on by the umpire. Goes across the ground. We have a contest. It's good work there by Cockrell for the Bannockburn side. At ground level, it's at full forward. North defence under real pressure here as on Turk. Has a bounce, runs across the face of goal from the defensive back pocket, goes very wide, looking for Armistead. Found him. Armistead eludes Giles pretty easily. Now he runs toward the forward area. One bounce, a long kick. Ross Dillon again gets back. Read it very well. Played a great game today. He's able to put a spoil on the play. Ball forced toward the boundary. Handball somehow along the boundary for North comes through, and the short kick goes to Bryant, who's taken a mark just inside forward 50, half forward flank, and probably from a corresponding position in the last quarter, about the same distance out, wasn't able to score. So let's see if he can do any different to the northern end. Ben Bryant comes in positively, not going to make the distance, going to land drop of the goal square. There's a whistle on play. The umpire has Paul Briggy, I reckon, at all. So Briggy now, and the all-important first goal of the last quarter. The man on the marks in the goal square. Paul Briggy doesn't miss those, and that's goal number 6 for him. And the first goal.
Geelong 13-15, Corio 7-5. Belmont Lions 12 goals 8. Trail Anarchy on 16-5. So the ball now through the middle of the ground, kicked into the half-forward line for Bannockburn. Tyquin comes out, good swort there from on Turk, gets the ball back to Swenison, goes out wide, went looking for Fletcher, missed him, picked up there by Taylor, had support there, got 1 or 2 in support, picked up by Hutchison, goes on the left, handball's back outside, there's a free kick being given, and it's against Cockrell there, and the resulting free kick goes towards the player in Fletcher. So Fletcher wastes no time, Heiss goes out towards that player. And it's over the boundary line. The umpire's now saying that it is going to be
bring it back.
Another kick. I'm not too sure why, but doesn't matter because Cameron Fletcher now has the free kick in that position. So Cameron Fletcher goes into the centre of the ground. Mark's been taken by Pittman. He's been pretty good today for North Geelong. Chips up over the top. Weiss is going to be the target. Takes the mark. Has running player out wide. And Reynolds also been good for North Geelong. Has time to steady. Shapes up. Goes towards that player Harvey. Can't take the mark. Watts is there. Out the back is Hobbs. He needs support also. Good tackle there from Harvey. Picked up by Troy to Kingwell. Goal kicker. Lines up. Goes towards goal and kicks a goal. So, Sean
Umpire will put it in the air. We've got Weiss again, gets the tap down. Good solid tap, but coming off the half-back line was Hobbs for Bannockburn. Can't take the footy, toe pokes along the ground, but North Geelong, they get the move forward. Troy just can't pick the footy up. Had he been able to, he was away in the forward line. Picked up by Harvey. Harvey threw it out. Ball in dispute in the middle of the ground. Hutchison tried to kick it off the ground. Gee, there's a bit of pressure in there right now. And it's North Geelong who get it out to Armistead. Taking the mark, half forward flank. Drives it long inside forward 50. We've got 2 on 1 there as Ross Dillon. Great mark. As the umpire is very, very slow with the whistle, that fellow, and he paid the mark, but Ross Dillon by that time was gone.
Your mate.
No, it wasn't actually. He's back at the other end. So the ball now with Bannockburn in the back pocket as they go across the ground. It's O'Neill. Now Ross Dillon. Gee, long handball. They're trying to open it up. They need a goal now, Bannockburn, to get back on even to Van Ingen. 2 Bannockburn players collide. Giles gets the handball out to Watts. Matt. He runs strongly. That's a better kick, and mark taken by Eddie. It was. He drives it into the centre half forward position.
Jackie Chamberlain, I think.
And that's
Jack Baker.
Jack Baker.
Strongly. So Baker now, he's on the Dennis Lilly run up, I think. Back to centre wing. Start to move in. Man on the mark is Fletcher. It's a good approach. Not a good kick. It's drifted across, and a behind will ensure. So that's Zuki. Final quarter scoreboard, 10.5 minutes gone.
So the short kick comes in. Van Creeken's got the mark, has players short, and Swenison another nice kick. And Brent Swenison has been great for North Geelong today, playing through the middle of the ground. His kick goes up. Unfortunately, this kick doesn't have the depth on it, and Hobbs slips in, takes the mark, goes back by hand to Dillon. Player in the middle of the ground is Giles, needs to hit him, and that he does. So Robbie Giles, just forward of centre position on the ground, has players long with a congested forward line. He goes out wide. Eddie's going to be the target. In front, Fletcher behind Matheson, over the top, picked up there by Hutchison. Steps around, kicks round the corner, brings the ball back too far, and the ball has gone out of bounds on the full. Finds on Turk. So he now steadies things up again, going straight down the ground. That's where they need to go. Marking will be taken by Mitch Troy. Handball goes back. Woodhouse comes up from behind. Feeds the ball out, goes in, Harvey. Mark's not paid there because the umpire said it was touched. Goes towards Troy, tackled, scripts under the first one. Tries to feed it through a player's legs. Now out from Giles. Harding runs onto the ball. Looking up further field. He needs a target. Out there is Taylor. Comes out and he takes the mark. So Taylor on the half forward line. A lot of players now with petrol tickets, all about spent, I think. And the ball goes in long, goes towards Eddie in front. Mark is up and he takes... And nothing much more that Darren Matheson could do there. Was right on his hammer, but just couldn't get the jump. And Aaron Eddy will go back and kick towards his third or fourth goal for the afternoon. Only about 10 metres out, but 45-degree angle. I don't think it'll cause too much problem from this player. So Aaron Eddy, chance to steady things up for Bannockburn. They've had 3 behinds for the quarter. Going ahead, he is 4th, and Bannockburn's first for the final quarter. Straight over the umpire's head, and it's a goal. And 13-13.
Story of the day, Cal. Bannockburn have answered the questions, haven't they? Most times when North have come at them, they've answered them.
Definitely, they've been very good.
So in the middle again, it's North Geelong get the break clear, but they can't capitalise on it. Well, player held without possession, umpire on the blind side. Now it's Brett Harding breaks through far too easily. Now kicks towards the Eddie direction once again. Gee, that's nearly got to be a free kick surely, but not paid. Ball picked up by Dando. As said earlier, ball comes out by hand to Eddie. The left foot snap from 30 metres out, and again.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground, up Weiss and also Dorber. Weiss won that one down, picked up there in the middle of the ground. Hoey's done some good work in that last 2 or 3 minutes. Cockrell's also there. Strength over the ball, picked up there by Giles. Ends up with Harvey. Harvey tries to get out the back door, stripped of the ball by Hoey. Kicks into the forward line. Matheson and also Tyquin. Ball's kicked away. And Taylor leads in the race for the ball, and this is Taylor from Bannockburn. And so been good for North Geelong through that half-back line. Has been good along with half-back lines. The ball now kicks down to the front of the contest. Picked up there by Taylor Reynolds. Goes round the corner. Not a clean pick up there, but it has been picked up there. I'm not too sure he's got the over the top of the ball. Looks like Brett Harding. He's tackled. Umpire comes in and said he doesn't have any opportunity to get rid of it. So there's going to be another ball up. 14-13, 97, 11-5, 71. 15 minutes gone, final quarter. Buckley's in it. Sorry, Smith's holding Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
So ball there, half forward flank for Bannockburn, but Fletcher picks up the crumbs, goes to the middle of the ground. Dylan, excellent. Attacked the footy, handball to Hutchison, didn't quite know what to do with it, but in the end, a lovely little left foot pass finds Eddie coming at full tilt towards him, and Eddie took the mark, and he could be the hero, Kel, in this final quarter. This is goal number 3 if he kicks it.
I know you can say that...
He's read the game well, and on that occasion he attacked it, went between 2 North Geelong players, and the result is Aaron Eddie shooting for goal from 35 metres out. Goal umpire has not moved, so that's goal number 6 for Eddie, and that goes with...
Across the whole game, I think.
So ball back with the umpire, middle of the ground, thrown in the air. Weiss up against Dorber. I think Weiss gets this one down, but Hoey with the hands goes to Baker. Baker, now Dylan puts his head over the ball. Baker's also there. Picked out by Harvey, going the wrong way, but he gets it once and gets it back again. Handballs over the top towards Dorber. Baker's also there, has time to steady. Goes out wide to Hutchison. His kick in towards the half-forward line. Taylor Reynolds runs back with the flight of the ball. Bad bounce for him. He ends up with heading back towards Hoey. Has time to steady, straighten up, go towards goal. In front, Taylor. And Taylor has taken the mark.
Very lucky Weiss pulled out of that tackle there. He would just about put him in the netball courts with it, did he?
So Kane Taylor for Bannockburn has 3. We'll go back and then line up for goal number 4.
Robbie Giles has been a good player up forward. He surprised me.
Yeah.
For a bloke I thought was a true blue defender.
Just his movement around the ground. So Taylor comes in from 25 metres out directly in front. He has his 4th goal of the afternoon.
Performance and didn't get either.
In the middle, Dorber and Weiss, they've done a great job, the 2 ruckmen. Ball nullified. It comes out through Baker for Bannockburn. Wrenched it out. Leading in the race for the footy is Dicker. Kicks it off the ground towards the forward area. Eddie leads in the race for the footy for Bannockburn. He's got North Geelong defenders surrounding him. Pretty cunning sort of a move. They handballed it forward. The only intention, in my view, was to find a boundary, but he thought that was good enough, and the field umpire accepted that. So 35 metres from the behind post. Bannockburn deep in attack once again as the ball thrown in. Good tap down there from North, picked up by Harvey. He can't get clear, however. The Bannockburn tackling has been absolutely outstanding today. No easy kicks for the North Geelong players. The umpire, no option but to put the ball in the air. 19 minutes gone. Bannockburn in control at the moment as the ball from that tap down comes to Bryant. He can't get clear. And once again, the umpire will take possession of the football. 19 minutes gone, final quarter. 16-13. Bannockburn, 11-5 North Geelong.
So the ball's thrown up once again. Weiss this time misses the first time. Tacked down by Dickett, but Van Creeken comes out with the ball. Just loads up, goes back towards the centre of the ground. Bannockburn players there with numbers, but it's a North Geelong players who are attacking the ball. Cockrell steps out of the contest with it. Goes to Dorber, back to Dando. Dando, quick kick round the corner. And we'll find Paddy Dillon. Benny Bryant just couldn't get there to take that spoil. He's going to be called to play on by the umpire now. Changes direction, goes back into the centre of the ground. Perkins is there. Fletcher also. Fletcher takes the mark. Oh, umpire, we've got to pay that mark. The ump now is with Paramanov. Gets the ball out, goes towards Matheson. Matheson's looking for Van Creeken. He's taken off the ball by Kendall. Goes back and gets it himself. Dickers again. Goes to Perkins. Perkins steps towards 50. Kicks towards goal. The only player back is Weiss. And he will take the mark just inside the field of play. Went through the goal post. Don't know whether he can do that, but he's allowed to by the umpire. Picked up there now. Handball comes out. Picked up there by Hutchison. Kicks back to the goal square. And the big ball's there again. And Weiss will take another mark. This time has players either side. Decides to chip the ball short. Puts Fletcher under pressure, but he's equal to the task. And Cameron Fletcher takes the mark. Still only 20 metres out from the defensive goal. Goes back towards Weiss. So they're racking up the stats in that back end. Now Weiss loads up. Goes out towards centre wing. Behind is Hoyce. Hobbs in front. Can't take the mark. Hoyce goes back and collects the ball. Handball comes over the top. Picked up there by Dickers of Bannockburn. Goes back towards the centre half forward position. In front, behind. The mark has been taken by Pat Dillon. And he will go back from centre half forward and try and kick, I think, his first goal of the afternoon. Brian had one shot early, I think, but didn't make the distance.
Brian just misjudged that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Bannockburn now ringing the changes. I think they think the game's home.
So Dillon comes in, nice looking kick off the boot, gets the distance but not the accuracy, and through for a minor score. Scoreboard.
Reynolds took the kick in quickly and found Matheson in the back pocket. Now Fletcher going past, accepts a handball, kicks it wide to the wing, and unfortunately the kick is too wide, out of bounds on the full. The ensuing free kick will go to Dickers of Bannockburn. So as Cal was saying before, skill letting them down when it counts North and the pressure's on. So now the kick came forward. Gee, the player's a mile over the mark. Allowed to...
He's got him now.
Well, he finally got him. The players don't seem to realise, Cal, that the umpire has to call play on before they're allowed to go over the mark. And
so many times players turn to handball, they don't actually walk off the mark, and then I wonder why they get 50 metres against them. Because,
that's right.
Yeah, the umpire has to call play on. They have to run off the mark for it to happen.
So it's Hutchison, who's the beneficiary of the 50-metre penalty. He's now only 25 metres out, has a pot shot for goal, and I think he's had a few tries today, although that is goal number 2.
Back in the middle of the ground, Swain up there, Dorber over the top, Bryant emerges with the ball on his left foot, goes into the half-forward line, goes looking for Swenison, he's in front, good spoil from behind, but Swenison stays on his feet, didn't quite pick the ball up then, Watts now needs to get the ball on, support arrives to Van Creeken, good body in there, Swenison over the top, went back looking for Bryant, gets a poor bounce, good body in there from Baker, Hoey, handballs out towards Dillon on the right foot, goes in towards centre half forward, going back Swenison, can't take the mark, good pressure from behind, ball comes down to Reynolds, been excellent through that half back line, kicks in, goes in short Heiss, and he takes the mark, quick handball off, don't know whether player Pittman was ready for it then, but the ball ended up back with him, Paramanov, running player, Reynolds again, kicks the ball, goes in towards centre half forward, and coming out in front is Hobbs in front of Briggy, so he's had good support back there, Jackson O'Neill, so he now has the ball, has a player over the top if he wants to go to him, who got a hand on the ball there was Van Creeken, ends up with Kingwell. Kingwell can't pick up the ball. O'Neill's going back, support again. North Geelong working pretty hard. Ends up with Dillon. He gets through the contest. Quick hands towards Watts. Goes back on his natural side. That's his left. Short kick going forward, and Hoey takes the mark. Can get to his feet and play on, has another player short, Perkins in the middle of the ground. Now the numbers and the options open up for him. He decides to go long, goes looking for Hammond in front, on Turk from behind, gets the ball down, at the ground level. Woodhouse, he's going after the ball, picks the ball up, kicks towards the half back line, doesn't have a lot of depth on it, and Hutchison comes in and takes the mark. So Hutchison now transfers play back in towards the centre half forward position. Perkins pushing up from behind, takes the mark, has another player short, goes the longer option. Kendall's that player, has too much carry on it, can't take the mark, should handball through, goes to Hammond. Hammond steps around, puts himself under pressure, handballs to himself, steadies in the goal square, and he has kicked his third. 5 in the first, 7 in the second, 4 in the third, and 7 in the last, or 6 in the last. 22-9 they kicked last time, 141.
So the ball in the middle, again cleared by Bannockburn through. Baker eventually, his kick is not to anyone in particular, and goes straight into the arms of Reynolds for North Geelong at half-back. He's looking for options, goes across the ground to Fletcher. Easy pickings for the defence on that occasion as Hammond took the ball clearly. Oh, nice little tap forward there from Bannockburn to Hammond. Little flick up comes to Dillon. Dillon now towards full forward. And I think weight of numbers has just taken its toll on poor old Darren Matheson.
Or sheer weight then.
Or sheer weight. It's really been, for the last 20 minutes of this quarter, an avalanche for Bannockburn. As Eddie now moves in, laid back on it a little bit, but I think it's pretty much good enough. And
now, there's been pathetic.
So back in the middle of the ground. Hammond up against Swain. Swain's the only one that jumps, comes down. Dillon takes the ball out of the centre, goes out wide looking for Dando. Reynolds over the top, can't spoil. He brings the ball to the ground, so he does well. Dando and Reynolds in a foot race. Actually, Dando took his eyes off the ball. Reynolds just ran to where it was going. He arrives first now at ground level. The ball still held in play. There's a free kick high, and the resulting free kicks goes to North Geelong. I think it's Paramanov out the far side. So he has the ball, kicks the ball back inside. Heiss. He's there, has the time to steady through the middle of the ground. Fletcher has too much weight on it, but actually it was probably a good kick that favoured him. Now he has Harvey in support, so Harvey steadies up, goes towards centre-half forward, but the kick too much weight on it. And Ross Dillon playing a great game through centre-half back, chips the ball out, finds Howie, has Hutchison short, and that's the player he goes to. So Hutchison marks in the centre square, wider. Kendall needs to get up there and take the mark. Coming the other way is on Turp, but Kendall holds his feet, runs towards goal, loads up, and he kicks a goal. So John Kendall kicks his first goal of the afternoon.
By Bannockburn. However, I will say that North Geelong, their effort and their commitment shown in this last quarter has been terrible.
Oh yeah, I would agree.
I know they have played very well, Bannockburn, but it's looked bad for North Geelong. Like, to be competitive for 3 quarters and then put up this performance in the last is pretty pathetic as far as I'm concerned.
Now they've got a chance now as the ball from the centre ball up is very quickly into the full forward area for North Geelong. Briggy running pretty hard at the footy. He's got rid of the opposition, goes goalwards. He's hooked it around the body and hooked it out of bounds on the full. So across the face of goal, the kick comes to Ross Dillon. He goes out wide towards centre wing, finds Brad Watts. He's played pretty well too all day. Takes the mark. Goes down towards half forward and coming across. So in front of the change rooms here at Victoria Park, deep in the last quarter, ball thrown in once again. Tap forward there by Dando, who did the ruck work from behind. Oh, stolen by Perkins. Gets a handball to Kendall. He goes goalwards. There's nobody within 30 metres of the goals anywhere. And the ball goes at the 30-minute mark of the final quarter to conclude round 4 at Bannockburn, and the home side Bannockburn, 20 goals, 14, 134, have defeated North Geelong, 11 goals, 5, 71. Goal kickers.